I'm free from living lies, free from my own deception, headed the right direction. I walk through the fields of mud. I thought I'd find a shelter in you, a perfect sky. Doors open, doors close in my heart again. Wonder how long it'll take till I kill the pain. Your walls between us keep me far away. There's no way back. You're
Oh my God, June. Oh.
Absolutely devastating.
He's actually in a really good spot for his teammates to watch over him and give him assistance, but no one really watching the main run-up. And oh, what a trophy system collateral kill!
Oh, they gotta get on the point. They gotta get on the point. They're gonna run out of time. Can they contest? They are with 1.4 seconds. And Phil is gonna go down. We are gonna be seeing him now. No, out of the point, and Wave Runners by the skin of their teeth. They're gonna be able to hold on.
Can he play from a horse? Oh, holy! He's gonna get another one.
As Hoy will quick scope heavy.
But it's gonna not necessarily translate to control for the bottom lane, as Legacy just being an absolute nuisance here with his team just getting such a back control here.
Team kill is gonna get hustled down to 2v2. They should have had the man up, and now Austin's gonna try to get one. He's gonna look for the double, can't quite get it. Zuxium, the last man alive, and now it's Zuxium trying to finish off the team. He's gonna stun him there, C1. One's gonna push out, it's gonna get taken out. Zuxium can finish it right here, 7 points left. Taking out another one more pushes out. He's gonna get taken out by his teammates, and that's gonna be Hype Esports taking map number 1.
I see it now, I see it now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more K7 League action, and not a moment too soon. We just got done with the last series. That was a pretty awesome blast to watch. It was a 3-2 win in the hands of Swear Society, first win of them for the season, in case you guys missed out on that. But now we're here with Valiant versus Hyped Esports, and I am joined by Brett Effects.
Yeah, looking forward to the match tonight. That was a bit of a nail biter there towards the end, especially with those technical difficulties that we did run into. So always leaving off on a little bit of a nail biter. But yeah, hopefully we're going to be having some smooth sailing tonight. We are going to be seeing Valiant Gaming versus Hype Esports, like you said before. Valiant Gaming, probably our favorite for tonight. So let's go ahead and take a look at the roster that they are going to be playing with this evening. And you are going to be seeing there on your screen, JH, the captain, followed by Flames, Estrel, and 47. And as far as I know, Vic is saying that 47 is going to be dropping some massive numbers.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do. I know that Valiant, like I said before, is kind of the favorite, but you never want to count out our next team. And who are they?
They are going to be Hyped Esports. They just defeated God Gaming in their last week, Brett. It was a fun one to watch as they completely massacred their opponents. They looked pretty dang decent up against that God Gaming squad, who just lost in the last series, funnily enough. We've got Chaotic, Anthrax, Rias, and Waz going up against some real world-beating guys on Valiant Gaming.
Well, we'll see if they're going to be able to stave off the demons here as they head on into our match tonight. But yeah, so real quick though, just getting out of the rosters here, let's go ahead and take a look at the division standing so far. We have seen 2 weeks go by, so this is going to be the third match of the teams. And I do believe, if I'm correct, we have 1-1 for Hyped, and then I believe is Valiant 2-0.
They are 1-1 because the team that is playing for Valiant right now was not the team that was playing when they got the loss.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I do remember that because I cast their week 2 match.
I did too.
That was brutal, or good. Anyways. Yeah, Valiant Gaming there, 1-1, 4-3 in their map count. Hyped is going to be 1-1 with 3-3 in their map count. And we'll see if they're going to be able to further that any more here tonight. But yeah, so last week on some of the stats here for the teams, Valiant Gaming did play against Indiana Syndicate. That's right. I believe it was you and me that did cast that one. And yeah, 47 was just dropping some major numbers there. 2.31 KD overall in the series. 67 kills, 29 deaths. That is just impressive as hell. So definitely be looking out for some good numbers from him. as we will be watching him throughout the entire series. But our maps for tonight are going to be Crossroads on Hardpoint, Raid for S&D, Garrison Control, Garrison Hardpoint if it goes to a 4th, and a 5th will be on Checkmate S&D if we do end up getting there. I have to say, looking forward to what we're going to be seeing on Crossroads Hardpoint, because it is, I think, one of my favorite maps now, especially with the change with P4. And I think that it's just even more of a meat grinder, very, very entertaining to watch. And that is a map that you can rack up some crazy kills.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth there, Brett. That map is just an absolute meat grinder, and it really lends itself to players like 47, who just likes to run at people and shoot people. In fact, it was one of the maps we saw him play when we casted their matchup against Indiana Syndicate. He's really just running around, killing people for fun, and letting his teammates just suck up all that hill time and get an occasional kill here or there. But the man was just running right on through, cutting through them like a freaking 1,000-degree knife through butter challenge. You know, those things on YouTube you would see where they put a knife up to 1,000 degrees. That he is the proverbial 1,000-degree knife when it comes to these teams.
See if that's going to be the case. Yeah, a real quick stat here delivered by DropShotStats. Props to them for being able to give us these storylines here. We are going to be seeing Valiant Gaming in Hardpoint so far over the last 2 weeks at 1.2 in their KD. So they're doing pretty decent in terms of the fragging ability going into these Hardpoint matches. Hyped eSports staying at a cool even 1.0. So they're trading out efficiently. You know, they're not getting too beat up in those matches, but not to pick on God Gaming or anything, they did play them last week, which I believe they are still last in the rankings. So a little bit maybe of a stat pattern there. Like I said,
Yeah,
not trying to
maybe.
be mean here, but that is going to be affecting that quite a bit. But yeah, Valiant Gaming from the match that we saw last week, they were really, really brutal, and you know, hyped. They are going to have to be on their toes every step of the way. I'm thinking they if they don't take at least a map 1 or map 2, I don't really see them being able to, if they go 0-2 down in the series, I don't see them being able to take a control. I think it's going to be a pretty brutal situation for them to have to come back from. So they got to make a stand here early on, and we'll see if it's going to be here on Crossroads or not.
I could agree with that, Brett. This is going to be a really telling sign of how these teams are going to be approaching the rest of this game, because going on into this is going to be just giving you a little, well, not just a little bit, a lot of an idea of how your opponents stack up against you in the gunfighting department. We know that Valiant Gaming, they are very, very smart. They've had the opportunities to play up against a lot of really high-tier teams, and they are also very, very cracked in the gunfighting department now. If Hyped Esports wants to give them any shadow of a doubt that they can win this game, it's got to be starting right now.
And we will see if that is going to be the case. Man, I have said that already 10 times today. I am sorry, guys. I am running on fumes here today, but we're going to make this hype game nonetheless and get this thing a rolling. 47 doesn't end up getting taken down. So early points are going to be on the board for both teams, but really you're not expecting to get too much time here on this first hard point. You're just kind of jockeying for position. Valiant does have that position, so we'll see if they're going to be able to hold on to it, or if Valiant can actually break it or try and flip maybe some of these positions. But 21 seconds left on that P1 hill. Valiant Gaming will be able to get a decent chunk on it so far, but they have been pushed out of it, as we do see Hyped once again trying to make that push over here towards the point. Looks like they are going to be completely obliterated though, and we should be seeing Valiant with this next P2.
Yeah, that was a good little recovery there from Valiant, as Estriel gets the most nicest shot punch I have seen all night tonight so far. Not a lot to go off of, but that's still a pretty nice shot punch nonetheless. He follows it up with a nice shot to the face of Rias, looking for Waz now as well, but he is taken down by main man 47. Valiant Gaming, they almost lost control over these spawns, which would have not been so good for them, but they are just hopping right back on the bandwagon, well, their own bandwagon, and getting control back over this. Hyped Esports has been having an incredibly hard time getting really anything in this game, judging by the scoreline. They only have 8 points, Brett. Estriel is still just absolutely trying everyone. Oh, no! Anthrax getting a little bit shown up by main man Estriel as well. He finally does go down, but not before Valiant making some serious statements.
You know, they had an opportunity there to make something of it. They were able to flip the spawns just for a second, but being able to hold on inside the hill, it was just too much. Now we do see the spawns being pushed out towards P3, but this is probably one of the worst positions that you actually want to push into the hill, as they are just getting funneled into these two entrances for the bunker. And you can see right now, it is Valiant Gaming just swarming. They are just getting ready to completely lock down on these guys. They have been able to push these spawns back out over there towards the east side of the map, but I think they are going to be ready for it. There you go. Flames is going to be able to cut that off, as Waz is trying to poke on in to see if maybe he can get something done here, as it is going to be almost 100 point lead going into this P4 hill in just about 30 seconds. Finally able to get a little bit of control as Hyped, man, that was one heck of a stumble, as we do see Estro trying to get a 2 kills. Not gonna happen, as Reese will be able to pick that one up, and they have been able to get a decent amount of time on this P3 hill.
Yes, but the thing is, Brett, they have gotten the spawn flip at the last possible second. Nobody really paying attention to the ice wall, and JH runs right up through there, and it's perfectly wrapped for him like a gift under the tree on Christmas. Trying to turn around and take him down, chaotic, but it's just so much crazy stuff going on right now, Brett. The spawns are quite in a little bit of disarray here. Estriel in that nasty position up on the window. One goes right past him, Reus. Oh, that is so dang unfortunate. Apparently does not pick up on the fact that Estriel is shooting directly next to him, and Estriel's gonna go out and clear up the hill as well. That is the butterfly effect in full for you, Brett. He didn't kill Estriel there, and he just went right on through to kill even more people. JH, this might seem to be a really strong power position, as if it wasn't already for this P4 hill. Seems that you actually want this side if you didn't already for the next 2 hill spawns, Brett.
You know, that hill though, it's really a good hill to contest on. You can get some of those high ground positions all around it, and neither team really got any decent time off of it. About 19 seconds there for Valiant, and I think about 8 there for Hype. So not too crazy for both teams, I would say, but I think the biggest difference right there is just the fact that the kills were always going in favor of Valiant, and they are complete control right now of this map. Even right now with Hype being able to get some time onto P1, they are really bullying around. I want to point out that 47 right now, the player that we had talked about that we needed to watch, he's 16-9. He's not the kill leader, but man, he's got one heck of a stat line right there. JH 21-12 is almost double positive. He is doing a fantastic job as well. I mean, it's just, this is really tough to have to go up against.
Yeah, just an oppressive stance coming out here from Valiant Gaming. They do get broken at the bottom of the map, though, and they're getting a little bit too aggressive here, getting a few unnecessary deaths, in my personal opinion, and going down on the objective as well. Doesn't hurt them too much. As you can see, they still have about a 100-point cushion here, and they still are able to push back into these positions without giving Hype eSports too much, going the other way. Now, they are starting to get up inside. 47 doing quite a little bit of damage before going down. That is a full-on break. Spawns and all going into the hands of Hyped eSports. Anthrax trying to hold the line, trying to go right up in front and make sure that no one gets through. Going down hard, but they do secure a lot more points than they have had so far here, Brett. It's going to come at a bad time to break, but, I mean, it's more than they've had before.
I think the biggest issue right now is just that they gave up so much time there at the beginning of the match. It's going to be really hard to catch up. Yeah, they are doing really well right now. They're trading out fairly decently, but they just gave up too much of a lead, and they're gonna have to have, you know, a full 60 here pretty soon in order to get back into this match, or at least make it close. Flames is gonna do a fantastic job here on the back. Pops around, gets 2, swinging around like it's nothing. Looking fantastic. Hype does end up getting control of that P2 hill. We'll see how long they can actually take it. Now, this was a hill where they got absolutely demolished, as Valiant Gaming was able to push them out of it fairly quickly. We'll see if that's going to be the case. 47 trying to poke on in. He gets taken down almost instantly. JH also getting taken down. So Flame, the only player here for Valiant, able to contest the point, will be able to get in. And fantastic timing on his part, as it does look like they have been able to push him out, just like what we saw previously. And yeah, this is going to be just, again, funneling them to their deaths. They're stuck outside, and there's just not a whole lot they can do other than just throw the bodies away.
This is looking very, very scary now for Hyped Esports. They have not gotten within 100 points of their opponents since the game started, pretty much. They are just still pushing their way on through into these spawns. They've pretty much got good positioning everywhere. Estriel shooting them both spawns pretty much in the control of their opponents. And 47 is in a prime position to catch them as they're coming out of it. Tries Anthrax, and Chaotic just not very much better, my dude. Not very much better. Split spawns is going to force them to not really be able to mount a solid counterattack in unison. They're seemingly quite ready. Valiant Gaming just running right on through, trying to pad stats here. Oh my god. These guys just cannot be stopped.
Yeah, JH actually the first one to break 30. As he is going to be 32 and 19. 47 is going to be closely followed him with Estrel. So, yeah, this is definitely a rough situation to be in. But again, this hill P4, it is very scrappy and very hard, even for the best of teams. In order to stay in it, there's just not really a whole lot of cover there, even with those trophies down. It's very difficult to get away from that high ground. Waz is going to be set up on it here for Hype, though, so they are going to be able to break that 100-point mark. Which they have got to at least be happy about that. But yeah, Valiant Gaming, they're going to be set up for P1 here pretty darn soon. We are going to be seeing Hypes trying to rotate back around. Number 6 there, though, that's going to be 47. Oh, he does get picked up. Had an opportunity there for a moment to go for a nice little flank. Doesn't really matter, though, as 3 go down almost immediately after that for Hyped Esports. And yeah, JH sitting up out here on the top tank, just trying to lock this thing down. He does get picked up, but doesn't matter because 47 is going to be walking all the way around for the flank. Picks up 2, picks up 3. Bro. Can he find Anthrax here for the 4th? Looks like his teammates are going to be taking him down. That is just, once again, fantastic play. And JH could possibly get 40 here if his team jumps off of the hill. I don't think that's going to be the case. As, oh, no, he's got an opportunity. He's got 4 more kills to go. As Race has been able to get onto the hill here for these last few seconds. JH going to try and make it happen. No, he can't. He does get taken out. The dreams dashed, I think, as we do see Hype. They're not going to be able to make it, I don't think, to this rotation. We already have Estriel setting up on top inside. Oh, he does get taken out from Anthrax, though. But Flames is quickly going to be able to step inside. There it is, as we do see Valiant Gaming going up 250 to 118. You know, yeah, it took a little bit longer maybe there towards the end in order to get those kills. But ultimately, they were in control for the entire time. And we did see some good play coming out, though, from the players. Anthrax was doing a decent job, as well as was able to kind of keep up there pretty close. But the other 2 players there on Hype really struggling to make anything happen.
Yeah, not just them, Brett. I'm also struggling here, my dude. I'm struggling to see how they are going to be able to compete with a team like that in the respawn modes. You got 3 of them, and you need 3 maps to win. So they're going to have to get one of them eventually if they can even... Yeah, they pretty much have to get one of them in the first 3, obviously, otherwise they lose. But yeah, they lost their one opportunity, so they're going to have to win the control. I mean, Valiant Gaming, they are no slouches in a search and destroy either, so Hyped Esports will and truly have their work cut out for them. I remember Hyped Esports doing a pretty dang good job in Search and Destroy comparatively to their other modes as well when I saw them up against God Gaming. But again, like you said, that's not the best litmus test for how these guys will do up against a team like Valiant Gaming, because Valiant Gaming is completely head and shoulders in, like, I don't know, they're like, compared in like terms of height differential, they're like Yao Ming compared to like maybe me. But anyways, these dudes are like, they're so much higher up in terms of the competitive ability than the team that they faced the last time. These guys are top 8 in the freaking world, Brett. This is going to be some tough doing for Hyped Esports regardless of the mode.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, talking about S&D going in to this next map, it is going to be Hyped Esports with a 1.8 overall over the last 2 weeks in S&D. Versus Valiant Gaming with a 1.13. Now, again, we do want to mention the fact that Valiant Gaming wasn't the same team that we saw in week number 1. So that is going to have some effect there onto the numbers. But, you know, according to the stats here, they're still fairly kind of close within reason. But I've seen Valiant Gaming play S&D before. They are damn good at playing S&D. Those players, they have a lot of talent. And, you know, now that we've gone to a 4v4 setting, it makes it a little bit easier to, you know, take those, you know, 1v3, 1v4s, 2v4s, those type of situations. Whereas before, when we were in a 5-man setting, a little bit more difficult. It took, in my opinion, and a lot of people argue with me, it took a lot more teamwork and less individual talent. Whereas with 4v4 takes a lot more individual talent, less teamwork in a way. So we'll see if that comes into fruition. Again, Valiant Gaming has a lot of talent on their team. So you are going to be able to see if they do get down in terms of bodies, them being able to maybe pull off some really crazy 1v2s, 1v3s.
Brett, I just have to say one thing to your point about it being a lot easier to do, one versus say 3 or 4 in this game. I only ever casted one single 1 versus 5 where there was one guy by himself versus an entire 5-man team. So we've seen a lot more of those already in this season. Yep. So it's definitely a lot more of a possibility, especially for these guys on Valiant Gaming. They are all individually skilled, to your point, and I'm pretty much sure that if any of them start struggling, anyone else on that team can pick up the mantle for them and do the carrying.
Yeah, that absolutely 100% agree. So right now we're going to be on board with JH first, as we are going to be seeing Hyped Esports on the attacking side. We'll see where they're going to be going. Looks like it's going to be a heavy A push right from the break. Big old flank going to be coming in, though, as that's going to be 3 going all the way back around to spawn. 47 is going to be coming in here from the front, though. It looks like it has been noticed. JH does get picked up from behind. This is trades back and forth. The 2v2 almost immediately Flames coming on out, but he gets caught. A sneaky little position. It is now a 1-0 as 47 gets that last kill, and they are going to be able to get that defuse. An interesting play, I would have to say, but overall, it is going to go over into the way of Valiant.
What a freaking play call, Brett. Just rushing through middle. Oh, we're going to see it. Our producer was telling me about it. And the next snap, and then snapping onto Waz, whom he did not see because he was a little bit busy enjoying himself with the assassination. But, I mean, hey, you can still have a good time getting the assassination and pull off the kill and the defuse. I mean, that's just a little bit of showboating in the extreme. There's so much confidence from the side of Valiant Gaming to do the showboating, instantly snap on the guy, and still have time to spare to get the defuse.
Yeah. So we'll see where Valiant Gaming is going to be pushing up here. They are on the attacking now. And they are just going to be flooding on through the middle. It looks like. I do see some trades coming in, but Flame immediately answers back with 2. And they are going to be able to take that man advantage. But just for a moment, as Raze is going to be able to pick up 1. 1v3, Raze the last one left up alive. Can he actually do it here? As he's going to be wrapping right around, running into the first. Looks for the second. 47 is there to pick it up. And 47 now, I believe, is on a 3 or 4 streak here. And that could get very, very scary. If you think about it, 47 getting streaks early on into this S&D map. Well, that could have a massive effect, even though I don't think they need him with the way things are going. It's still just that much harder here for a Hyped Esports to try and overcome.
I mean, Hyped Esports, they might just be sleeping tigers right now, Brett, and the fact that they might be really, really just, not necessarily intentionally sandbagging it right now, but they're having a slow start potentially here. I don't know if it's just because they're out of practice or if Valiant Gaming is just this much better than them on merit. But that is going to be a nice opening grenade kill on JH's first of the game. 47 does finally get brought back down to earth from his 3 kill spree. JH, last one alive now. So it appears that the Sleeping Tigers, Sleeping Dragons, maybe, have been a little bit awoken here in Hyped Esports. JH does have a 2v1, can wait for this plant to go down and make a decision where these guys are going to be based on that, because you can't go too far away from the bomb site here. Brett is just basically going to triangulate their position based on where the bomb goes down.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a rough position to play from. It looks like he is going to be trying to go up through kitchen, wrap around into laundry to see if they can actually spot them out. It looks like both players are going to be stacked on top of each other, one watching each direction. So maybe if they can just spot him out, they are right under or above him right here. JH with 20 seconds left on the clock. He jumps in. Hello, there's 2. And I don't think he was expecting both of them to be stacked up. Will get taken down. First round on the board for Hyped.
Definitely wasn't expecting anything like that, Brett. But you see, this seems to be a little bit of a common thing that Valiant Gaming are doing here. A 3 push through mid. I think that's the 3rd time that they have done that in 3 rounds, so that seems to definitely be something they enjoy doing a lot more than others. Instead of like a 2-2 split or like say, you know, 1-on-1 objective, 1 on the other, and 2 in mid, it seems that they are really trying to vie for this mid control and get an early on pick. And I really dig that from Valiant Gaming. That's some really smart playstyle from them. But I think if Hyped are seeing what I'm seeing, they're probably going to realize that, especially if their callouts are on point.
Well, right now, JH is going to be able to get that help, and we'll be able to get the kill there with Estriel. He does get traded out, though, immediately. And the bomb is going to be stuck over there next to that B site. JH, though, gets caught out. So bomb down in kind of a wide position. It can get overlooked there from Laundry. That's going to be a little bit awkward to try and retrieve that. 2v3 now, 2v2. Flames looking fantastic with this AR. He's 6-3 right now, being able to just stack up these long-range kills. You're just kind of trying to figure out where these players are at. 47 will be able to get a nice little cross kill. And they should be able to get this pinch, I believe, onto Waz here. Does look like Waz is going to go ahead and back on out, though.
Waz does seem to not like what they are putting down here, but what they are putting down here, Brett, is something that he cannot avoid. It is the bomb, and he's got to go for it eventually. Knows that someone is generally near the bomb site now. They can't have gotten too far, so maybe looking for a free kill on that. But Flames is, oh, he's literally right in the front of him. What on earth? He sees him, but still gets fried. Yeah. Oh, that is disrespectful. I don't know if Flames just put his controller down. He's like, I'll let you take the 1v1. Goes and gets like a drink of water real quick and comes back and he's like, oh, he's right in front of me and he's not shooting me. I should take this opportunity. Or if he was just being incredibly disrespectful. Either way, Valiant Gaming now up 3-1.
I think he was going to try and wait for him to go by him and then go for an assassination. But anyways, yes. Yeah, so that's going to be another one on the board there for Valiant Gaming. They look great there, had it good, cool, calm, collected. And they are going to be all stacking over here next to that A bomb site. 47 getting some nice little shots in. Not going to be able to get any kill, though. We'll even it up here with JH popping off with 2. He is now currently 5-4. And this is going to be another 2 versus 2 that we will be seeing. Waz, though, we'll be able to find 47 there in the water. So no nice little skinny dipping going out for him. He does get taken out. So JH in a 1v2, basically flip from last round, as he is going to be on the defensive side this time. And we'll see if they're going to be able to close it out, or will JH be able to pull off a miracle here? They has gotten both damaged, but he's going to have to back on out. And, you know, that is a lot of respect going in right here, right now for JH as Hype Esports. They back on up instead of challenging there. Yeah, JH right now just trying to come in from the backside in bedroom. Will he be able to catch them both? It's again 2 stack, just like it was in Laundry previously. And JH will get taken out. So Hyped Esports with another round on the board.
Yeah, man, that was making me nervous there for a second. As you can see, JH was on par to get the ace. He only needed 1 more kill. He almost got the snap onto the other guy before he took too much damage and died. But, I mean, that is some good stuff from Hype Esports, making it still close and competitive, only 1 round separating these teams. A lot more than can be said for a lot of people that go up against Valiant Gaming, Brett. Seems that they are abandoning their push towards mid type of thing. It seems that they're trying to adopt the rush B from CSGO type of thing. And Waz gonna get absolutely beamed off rip. This is not good for them. Anthrax still in a decent position to get some kills if they pass him. And he is gonna turn around, but 3 people there for the picking, and he does get picked.
Yeah, that situation, you've got to take at least 1. You know, Astro will be able to take down Chaotic. This is going to leave it in a 1v3 as Race is... He's got the wrong gun for that fight. The AK-74U, it's good at range, but it's not that good at range. We'll be able to pop off on 1. So now down to a 1 versus 2. He is a little bit frantic. He's going to try and figure out how to get in there in just the little time that he has left, 14 seconds, and they are all behind him. No. Oh, I was about to say, here we go. Oh my God, he gets the kill, but there's not enough time. Oh man, that is a shame, as the assassination just didn't work for whatever reason. The angle wasn't right. So a brief second, it looked like it could happen, but no, not going to be the case, as we are going to be seeing, once again, Valiant Gaming going up another round in the series.
Man, You're just seeing the confidence come through these guys. Even try an assassination attempt like that again. We already had one going on that we've seen, Brett. I'm pretty sure that is the only one that has been in the game so far. But Valiant Gaming, even though the score was relatively close there at 3-2, they still believe that they are well and truly better than their opponents, and they are not going to be dropping a single round from this point forward. And that is shown by how they are taking these gunfights. They're just going in with all the confidence in the world that they're going to get those kills. Hyped eSports going to be making a little bit of a pivot play over to A. Nothing in mid for either team, but Valiant going to be first there to try and get the counterattack here. Might not be a counterattack. They might not get the bomb down either. Good stuff. But yeah, no trades coming out the other end, Britt. It's all on Waz, and he falls as well.
Yeah, that was a real quick hit there to the middle of the map. Hyped should have probably left the guy back to just kind of watch for that cross. It looked like maybe that was what we should have been seeing there. I didn't actually see who that was that died secondly, but looked like there for a split second he just wasn't watching. Good timing there from JH though and company as they just hit it just maybe at a weird timing. But yeah, we are on map point right here. This will be basically taking them to a 2-0 lead in the series. They are looking very comfortable so far. Like you said before, it's kind of like they're playing with their food throughout the entirety of this match. Flames, though, does get caught out. So it is going to be a man advantage right away for Hyped Esports. And we'll see if that is going to be coming into play. Astro will be able to get that bomb down right away. So this is immediately going to be a limited time and not a whole lot here to respond for Hyped Esports. As
Wow.
you do see, oh, nice shot from 47. 3 of them are stacked up inside bar. Chaotic, come on in. Buddy, it is not going to be a fun time as he does get taken out. And that is a lightning S&D going into the favor of Valiant.
Well, it looks like they're... Dude, it totally looks like their confidence was not misplaced. Going for those assassinations, they were very rightly to have that amount of confidence in themselves because they did not lose a single other round from the second one that they had lost, and they just kick it straight on through to another solid victory for themselves, Brett. It is now 2-0 and in the hands of Valiant Esports, as the screen below me does say, in case you guys missed those first 2 rounds, you're just in time. We're about to do the control in a couple, maybe a minute or so. But while we wait for this to get going, Brett, let's just dissect that round a little bit more. We just saw Valiant Gaming. They were playing together. We always saw them at least in a group of 3. They were playing in a pack. They had that pack mentality, but they also had the individual skill.
Yeah, they were playing really well as a group. They were trading out efficiently. We'll get there, guys. They were trading out very efficiently. I think one of the things that Hyped wasn't doing is just winning some easy gunfights. We saw Anthrax in a position that you were calling out where he had 2 guys right behind. I mean, they were right in front of him by van, and he couldn't even get the kill on one of them. You know, those are moments to where you can't let those go. Those are the turning tide moments in a game where you, at the very least, you need to take one down with you. And Hyped Esports had multiple instances where they just weren't winning those what should be easy gunfights. Valiant, of course, like you said before, they were definitely gunning down their opposition. We saw Flame. Props to him. He was doing a fantastic job in the opening sections of those rounds, being able to get several first bloods. And sometimes he was able to stack up 2 there into the middle of the map. So very, very quick, kills coming out from them. And yeah, Valiant just overall, they were the better team. They were playing together. They were rotating better. I think that they had better understanding of maybe not better understanding of how the map plays, but they definitely looked like they had some set plays right from the start. We saw the very aggressive push when they were on defense down through the middle of the map, and that was right out of the gate. And it went down. It did go down to a 1v1, but honestly, they pretty much had that in control. That was actually the one round that we saw the assassination in. So yeah, I think Valiant just overall the better team in that series. Now, moving on to control, this is going to be kind of a hybrid between what we've seen with the respawns and hardpoint and with the S&D. You are going to have a life count in this one. So for those of you who may not be familiar with control, it is going to be 30 lives. And you are going to be seeing 2 capture points in order to extend the time out. So for the attacking team, you can win by either getting all of the other team eliminated or by capturing out the zones. And then by the defensive side, you can win by getting the entire team and killing them, or by making it go to time. So 2 different ways that you can win here on this Garrison control. Garrison, probably one of the most one-sided maps. I think we can all agree on that one. Very defensive heavy. But to be honest with you, I think with the way Valiant is playing, we're probably going to be seeing a 3-0 here.
Yeah, and that is very likely, especially like you said, they're on the defensive side, so already an edge going into their favor, as if their skill wasn't a factor. And it appears that Flames going right over the top, just full sending the Chow. Same thing with 47. Flaming Anthrax in the back does still take down Waz, despite the fact that he wasn't even shooting at him before Waz started opening up on him. Missed pretty much every single shot, though. Anyways, we are going to be seeing 47 getting a clean run in onto the A site if he wants it. He can totally go in and get that time going away, but Hyped Esports breaking in onto B. The only person there to contest potentially is JH. Gotta win a gunfight, sees the shoulder, but Rias is gonna see the same thing and does better with that information, leading to Hyped Esports taking a point already.
Yeah, they do extend out that time, so they got 2 minutes on the clock in order to make their way over towards Radar. But unfortunately, they do get wiped out. That gives a lot of map presence here to Valiant Gaming. Now, Estrel does go down right away, but JH coming on in, can't finish out the kill and goes down. That opens up the entire southern side of the map. But oh, look at that. Flames is there to take down one. That only leaves Anthrax here to try and make a play, and he just can't do it. So a brief moment, I would say, Hyped Esports had an opening in order to get to that A point. But honestly, Valiant Gaming, the individual plays, just really too much there for Hyped, and was able to keep them in. So Flames is going to be once again coming up through vents. We'll be able to get those early kills, and we are going to be seeing a minute ticking on off. What can we see from Hyped in order to get out of this? I don't know.
Had an opening, but door is swiftly slammed shut by Valiant Gaming. Like you said, it's going to be tough for them to get out of the position that they find themselves in right now. Anthrax is trying to do a little bit of baiting out of the shots, but Chaotic not in a position to where he can help him in that gunfight. Only can do so much as get the trade and try and pick up where they left off. 47 pushed up very, very far and confidently, but Chaotic still getting a lot of kills. JH pouncing on him as he is a weakened opponent. And I mean, Valiant Gaming, they're starting to lose some of their good positions, and Hyped Esports basically meeting them 50-50 in the middle of the map. But furthest one up is JH. Estriel trying to come up and help him out here. It's still going to be a slaughter either way. No lives really, you know, the life difference isn't really that much considering how much Valiant has been slaying them out, at least in the last little bit. So yeah. I would say that Hyped Esports not so bad of an attack when you consider the life possibilities.
Yeah, you know, right now, I would probably, if I was Hyped, I would kind of sit back, try and save as many as possible. You're not going to get to A. Astriel is going to be trying to push on up, but yeah, just try and save some of those lives and make sure that you kind of can mitigate the damage that's going to be dealt. They do kind of mitigate some of it. I think they ended up dying about 4 more times there, so I think there's going to be like a 4 or 5 life advantage for Valiant Gaming. But yeah, in that kind of situation, I think that Hyped could have a little bit earlier slowed down a bit when it was closer. I think it was 9-9 lives. You know, you got 30 seconds on the clock. It's 9-9. You're pushed all the way back in your own spawn. Just kind of sit back, turtle up, throw this round. You're not expected really to win on attacking anyways. It was nice that you got B, but you know, keep it close and keep thinking about that long game into round number 5. You know, that's really what you have to do in these type of situations.
From what I can do in terms of math here, Brett, it's still very, very close. Like 2 or 3 live differential between these teams right now in the hands of Valiant Gaming. So they will get the final defense if things stay the same in their favor. Flames hopping up tank, being very aggro. Again, almost gets the kill, but only tees up Estriel to get more of his own. Does get 2 before going down himself. Valiant Gaming still keeping that door open, despite the fact that 47 is all by his lonesome. And just like that, door is slammed shut. They're going to have to break out from spawn yet again. And Rias is playing gatekeeper pretty dang well, taking a couple before he goes down himself.
That he is. We do see a nice fight in the vents. Anthrax is going to be able to get that kill. So they've done a really good job of wiping off these pushes from this B side of the map. Now it does look like mid is going to get cleared out. Can they actually take down Reese from top green? They can't. So power position going over towards Hyped Esports. This is what you want to see if you're a Hype fan right now. Oh, a little bit of a stick going down, but we still are seeing that point being contested. JH is all alone, not going to be able to do anything at all. And this is looking real good. Hyped eSports, they have a slight life advantage, which should be even it back up. But more importantly, there are no ticks on the board and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, this has just been an out-and-out good round for Hyped Esports so far. Valiant Gaming trying to put some more time on the clock because they know that they have more or less lost their life advantage. Well, maybe they totally haven't, dude. Maybe they haven't totally lost it, but they still want to make it a guaranteed thing. Anthrax trying to make it not so much of a thing as he goes right around the back trying to frag out some, but JH is wise to it. Starting to get back into this game. He is now only at around a 0.5 KD. Last time I saw him, he was at like 1 kill and 5 deaths, but starting to really turn it up now as he is 6 and 9. Nice! And he is going right on through for even more kills. 7 and 9, not as nice, but I guess you could say it is slightly more nice.
Yeah, so they're going to try and power burn this as quickly as possible. They have 3 of them on the point right now, so this should be a second tick for sure. Probably going to be a third. Anthrax is going to be set up over here by top green, trying to come on out. He does get taken down, so it's down to a 1v1 on the point, and it is going to go towards Flames as he continues on the capture radius and will be able to finish it out. So Valiant Gaming taking round number 2. And I don't think this was too surprising for anybody from what we saw going in. Probably round number 1 was a little bit more surprising, just how close it was in terms of kills there towards the end. But yeah, this is something that I think we knew was going to be the case.
That's a tough one to lose, Brett. I mean, they had a really good setup going there. They didn't have a single one of the objectives with a tick on it. And then all of a sudden, they're down lives, and now they're down a player. Pause apparently is gone. I think that we are going to have a lag out here, and we're just going to be doing a reset from 2 to 0. Yeah, it was apparently with a little bit of an unfortunately timed lag out here. Just waiting for this to end on up. But yeah, Brett, I don't think it's probably not going to make too much of a difference. The restart is pretty much just delaying the inevitable. That was a round that Hype Esports pretty much had the looking of winning, but then they just totally dropped the ball and lost it completely. And it was one that they needed to, because now they are on the attack again. And like you said, very hard map to win an attack on.
Yeah, I think you could say for both round 1 and 2, they had opportunities, moments where they could have taken control of those rounds, gotten them underneath their belts, but yeah, not going to be the case. So we go into round number 3 again. Like you said before, it's going to be the attacking side for them. That is going to be probably the most difficult, map in order to make an attacking round for. Maybe Checkmate is up there with it, but yeah, this is going to be tough. Honestly, I don't really see a whole lot really being done on their side. I think if anything, it's going to come down to maybe like what round number 1 did, really close life advantage, but in the end, you are going to be seeing Valiant being able to come out on top because of time or because of kills. But yeah, Hyped, if they're going to turn it up, they got to do it now. At some point, they got to make it happen. And this is going to be for all of the marbles. They lose this round here, it is going to be a quick 3-0 in maps and rounds there on that control, and we'll be giving the win to Valiant Gaming. So we'll see if Hyped is going to be able to pull it out.
Yeah, this would have to be a reverse sweep on top of a reverse sweep here, Brett. They would have to go from 2 to 0 down, not just in this map, but 2 to 0 down in the series. This is going to have to be a reverse sweep on top of a reverse sweep. Try saying that like 10 times faster. It's not very possible. But anyways, we are, I do believe, just going to be waiting for these guys to hop back into the lobby. Just a little bit of a lag out, unfortunate on the part of Waz. And we're just going to be resetting real quick. As soon as we have gameplay for you guys again, we'll be coming right back at you with the potential conclusion of this game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and just like that, we are having a hot start to this, but how long will we be back? Because Hyped Esports is currently down 2-0 on this map as well as in the series. And on this quick start, I am joined by Brett FX.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing Estriel immediately jumping on in here for the contestation once again. Will get taken down though, so we do see a double push happening, one on A, one on B, and this is definitely going to be splitting up the amount of defense that they could potentially muster up for that B capture, and it is going to be going well so far. Anthrax is going to be able to get a couple of kills. We do see Reese also being able to pick up 2. So they've managed to stave them off for the time being, but Flames is going to be coming on in with that quick little contestation there, followed in by JH. But in the end, we are going to be seeing that B point getting taken over, and I think 47 there looking in for that potential assassination once again. And if you guys are just joining, this is currently a 2-0 advantage for the control for Valiant Gaming.
Brett, what on earth is happening? They've got one objective already, and they've almost halfway done with the next one. Valiant Gaming completely wiped off the map prior to this. This is a little bit interesting. Granted, a little bit of sandbagging coming in from Valiant Gaming, and now they're reasserting dominance yet again. But maybe they took off their foot off the gas pedal a little bit too much there, and now they're starting to gauge that they need to give this a little bit more seriousness than they were before. Flames trying to come up underneath the bottom, does fry one as 47 still looking for some kills over here. Anthrax does manage to get through and kill Estriel, but he's got one coming up behind, and that is 47 mantling and frying at the same time. That is main man 47. Double positive after the restart and on a 5-kill spree in this life. Looking pretty dang good as he's looking for Rias as well, just having the effect of putting them off of wanting to attack.
47 right now looking for anybody who's going to be poking their head up over there towards Generator, and he is going to be able to cut them down. As you can see there, getting very, very aggressive. JH looking for Anthrax, and he is going to get challenged, but not going to be going his way. Waz comes around the corner, maybe. No, he's going to get pushed back once again. So life advantage is very small here for Hyped Esports. Only about 2 kills now, as we do see Valiant Gaming still able to keep them off of the point. 45 more seconds here, but it could come down here to the wire for lives. That is really the big thing for Hyped Esports, and something that I think they should have been doing previously in round number 1. So you're seeing them kind of slowing it down a little bit, trying to get these picks first before they push. As you do see now 7-5, Flames is going to be able to spot out one in top green. Very good position for Hype to be in, as we will be seeing them getting back onto that A point finally, and Flames can't finish it out. 3 lives now remain for Valiant.
We've actually got 2 people over on the objective now, Brett. They're trying to power burn this. Chaotic watching the exit, teammate going down, and he's just got to play his life here and make the most out of it. JH gonna find him and takes him down rather rapidly. But only 2 lives remaining for Valiant Gaming. It's a 2v4 like search and destroy. No lives remaining. JH goes down, and it's Estriel with 7 seconds left. All he's got to do is hold it down. Takes down 2. He's just got to keep them from off the objective. Basically gonna have to go for the kills now. He fries 1, but the other one is there for the trade. And Hyped Esports taken a round off of a little bit of a lethargic performance from Valiant Gaming.
Yeah, you know, you gotta like that. And it came down to, you know, basically a 1v1 there towards the end. But you know what? Hyped is gonna take a, they're gonna take a win whenever they can get it. So small victories lead to the big ones. We'll see if they can chain 2 of them together. And that wasn't, I do want to remind you, that was attacking round. So yeah. Now we move into the defensive round. The defensive round was a little bit more in the side of Valiant Gaming, I think. We'll see if it is going to be the case here this time, but you know, you got to deal with the aggression from Valiant, and they do not like to stop once they start getting going. So we'll see if that's gonna be the case. Waz though a little bit slow on getting up in the top green. 47 though, in and amongst all of these players from Hyped, will be able to pick up 1 as he turns around real quick, gets 2 as well. Waz though will be able to take him out from that top green position.
Waz knows he's in trouble. He's just trying to stay alive and cause a constant problem in the back. Flames trying to goad him out with a little bit of a grenade, but does not get him with the weak grenade. Oh my goodness. 47 gonna be able to finally take him down though. Valiant trying valiantly to push right on through, but Rias, can we talk about Rias here for a second, Brett? He's at 17-8 after the first round and not even so much into the second round yet. He's getting so many freaking kills. kills. The only people that are close to him are on the other team, and 47 was 14-7, and Estro, who was 14-11. So he's pretty much doing the best in the lobby right now, all things considered. But doesn't really matter. If you lose B and you're starting to lose control over A, and the map control lost along with it, Brett, this is starting to look very scary for Hyped Esports. Valiant Gaming looking lethargic in that previous round, but now starting to turn up the heat and add more gas.
Flames does get taken out on that A position, so only one tick going in for the time being, and we will be seeing the rest of Hyped Esports trying to get some map control back. They are going to be able to kind of flush them out, but they have one straggler, Estro, all the way into the back, and he is going to be a thorn in their side. You can see the attention being drawn from both the middle and himself. So this is a very, very good spot for him to be in, and he's going to be able to just completely annoy the hell out of him as he's picked up 2. Looking for the 3rd, can't quite find it. It's going to be Riaz once again with that kill. He's 20-12. He is doing fantastic in these 2 rounds, but man, now it's going to be replacing Estro with 47. They've basically just stayed alive in this back position. Only one route for them to get up to that A site, as we do see that second tick just about to go in. And yeah, this is not looking good. Lives definitely are favoring Valiant Gaming right now. They're probably going to be able to end it out on lives before it ends up going over here to time. Onto the point. 47 coming all the way back around for a flank. Can't quite make it happen, but man, I gotta say, this is not looking good.
Brett, that's pretty much spot on there, dude. What I was about to say is that push through the spawn, that gave them about double the lives of their opponents. But a few more going back into the hands of Hyped Esports now that they have uprooted them from their spawns. And they're starting to play their cards a little bit closer to the chest, Brett. They're playing very, very close together now, looking to be able to trade their lives because they're even more important now that they have less of them. Ezreal getting a little bit taken down there. And things are starting to look a little bit better for Hyped Esports here, all things considered. And that is a full wipe for Valiant on top of that. Holy mackerel, dude. 20 seconds, where did all the time go? And where did all the lives go for Valiant Gaming? Popping up, Waz does still get found by Estriel, trying to break things in for his team. And oh my goodness, here things go. Valiant Gaming is starting to turn up the heat. They've got to get a break, and they got to get it now. They do at least stop the time for a second. Chaotic getting absolutely smacked. Waz the only one left, and he is trying to play his life here. Out of respawns, both teams. He's just got to kill them off the objective, and he does get one, but not the second. That is Valiant Gaming getting the only round they need to finish things up, 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like maybe Hype was going to be able to come back with a round number 2, but I don't know. To me, it really didn't look like Valiant was really in much trouble. I think they were playing around with it just a little bit. You could see the damage that they were able to do there early on in that second round, or well, technically the 4th round. And it was massive. So yeah, Valiant Gaming, they are going to be able to take the series 3-0. They had 250, I believe it was, to 108 in map number 1. We saw map number 2 going 6-2 in favor of Valiant, and then of course 3-1 there in the control to finish it off. So Valiant Gaming looking really, really good. Hype though, you know, I don't really think that they need to be too upset. I think that they can take some really good pointers off of it. Although I do think that there were times when Valiant Gaming may not have been taking it too seriously. But that just really shows you, I think, that the talent that you're dealing with from Valiant. Those players, just so much individual talent and being able to just pull off some incredible plays. But you know, Rias was definitely hanging in there. He was able to put up some really good numbers there in the control. We saw Anthrax in the hardpoint also doing really well as in that map. I think he was close to breaking up in the 30 range, but he was keeping his kills desk very close together. So overall, I think good game from both teams. And yeah, so props to Valiant. They are going to be going up 2-1 in the season.
That's going to be another good win for Valiant Gaming. They haven't lost a single game since the roster switch. They have defeated now both Indiana Syndicate and Hyped Esports. They still got a couple of good people to face in their group to really put them to a test. But I think based on what I've seen so far in this K7 League, as well as Challengers, they have a solid chance of winning those as well. If we could take a quick look at the leaderboards real quick here, Connie, that would be awesome. So we can see who Valiant Gaming still has to face up in their group. As you can see, they've still got undefeated Natural Talent and Living Nightmare to go up against. Valkyrie, they did a pretty dang good job in the match last night up against Natural Talent. So they might be a little bit of a firecracker when they go up against them. But so far, Indiana Syndicate and good old hyped esports have fallen to the sword of Valiant Gaming, and they will be still in third place because as soon as the scoreboards are updated, you will see that they are at 2-1, and Natural Talent and Living Nightmare will be at 3-0.
Yeah, they are going to be some interesting games to figure out just how good Natural Talent and Living Nightmare are. As you said, they pretty much have played most of the bottom tier teams for the top two. So yeah, maybe not a good test, but Valiant Gaming will be that test, and hopefully some really good matches. We'll see some game fives, maybe even some round 11s coming out of there. But I think that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. We hope that you enjoyed the content. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Definitely share this and like it. We do appreciate it. It does help the video get out there. And of course, thank you to all of our partners. Unfortunately, I don't have every one of them up in front of me, but I do know GitGudHosts as well as DropShotStats. You guys are awesome. And Rogue Energy as well. So props to you guys for partnering with us. We're very excited about that. Looking forward to more. But that is going to be wrapping up, I believe, week number 3. So definitely tune in on Monday for week number 4. That's going to be it for me. Kamaka, you got anything else?
Well, last thing I want to say is thank you, Brett, for being on this match with me. It was a little bit of a smacking, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. And without anyone left to thank, I want to thank you, the people in the audience. Like Brett said, if you guys like this, you want to see some more awesome action, go ahead and drop the subscribe and the like. Let the league know that you care and that you are here. Can we get a like check? Can we get an audience check up in here? Like if you are still watching. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for me and Brett, and we will see you guys on Monday.